I appreciate
it comfortable.
you in general and all the things you do for this planet.
That's bullshit. You know I do nothing for this planet.
You're too close, man. Look, I know you had a lot of Putins. All right?
You're gonna go to Quebec and not have the Putin?
You have to have the Putin.
It's the Putin review episode, ladies and gentlemen. Also, hi everybody. Welcome to the huge podcast.
Welcome back to the podcast. It's the huge podcast, the biggest show on the planet.
The biggest, the greatest.
We've missed you for 2 weeks.
Yes.
It's been quite the break. It's been an enlightening break.
Yes.
We finished all sorts of TV.
Yes.
We finished all sorts of poutines.
We started TV. We finished TV.
More has happened in this planet than I care to talk about.
We've started TB and we've ended TB.
Tariffs have come and gone.
And sometimes they've come back.
And they've come again.
In strange ways.
Strange, uncalculable ways.
The math just doesn't add up sometimes, but you know what? That's science.
Science. Here we are.
Mm-hmm.
Comment ça va?
Ça va très bien.
Oh, oui, je suis trem.
You are trem.
Trem de la trem.
Yes. Oh, Hugo.
I miss everybody, honestly.
Oh yeah, me too. I miss recording. It's fun.
Uh-huh.
I was just talking to Emily how I missed recording. It's nice. It's fun. You get to talk about things. So,
Nobody else will listen to us.
No one else will. I tried talking to my partner.
Here
back
they
at
have
home.
no choice.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. You don't have a choice.
You don't really have a choice.
No.
But I do want to actually make that a choice. I want to allow people to call in and talk.
We should have a big hotline like in
Yeah.
Batman. It's just there's got one button on it and it's just like the hang up button. So people can call us, but we can't call them. And then we call them and just press the button to hang up on them.
I think that's coming soon. I just got to get a landline with a number that people can call.
Yes.
And
but how are you going to pay for it? Do you know how much a landline fucking costs these days in this fucking country that invented the telephone?
Yeah.
Bro.
Sir, that is a bomb-proof system of communication.
Uh-huh.
You understand that the power can go out, but the landline won't go out?
Man, that is wild.
That is wild.
This thing, it'll fucking shut down on you on the middle of the 401. Sorry, no more service, motherfucker.
Not the landline.
Not the landline.
You could take that to the grave.
Exactly. You just got to keep it plugged in, though.
Yeah.
There was actually a story.
Hence the name.
There was actually a story about a guy who was so terrified of dying and being buried that what his wife did was install a one-way line from his grave. He had a phone, and then anytime he felt scared when he was dead, he could just pick up and call her, and it would connect to a phone specifically in her house.
Did he ever call?
No, I don't know. She did promise that she would stay by the phone for an entire year.
Jesus.
I don't know if she did or she was tempted to leave. It rang and she didn't answer exactly.
That's creepy.
Yeah. And she wasn't there. She was out partying that night.
Wait, for real?
No, I don't know if that happened. But that part is true though. There was a lady and they built the phone. So the phone, it's a real thing, Hugo.
I believe it.
But yeah, it is expensive too. It's $45 a month for a fucking landline. It's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
And
We'll just do some sort of chat thing on Discord.
You can't fucking you can't text with it.
Here's how it's going to work.
How's it going to work?
You're going to go on Discord.
Uh-huh.
You're going to see one of the many links that are going to pop up on chat over this the course of this podcast.
Oh, no. Sorry, everyone. I made him that drink.
I'm going to slap it in his face.
You know what's good after a long day? A good cup of coffee.
Good cup of coffee with a
fresh cup of coffee. Does anybody want a fresh pot of coffee? I just made a cup of coffee. Does anybody want a cup of coffee?
I don't want to actually bring it up.
Okay.
I kind of do want to bring it up.
You got the dog all riled up.
Well,
maybe for after the break.
I know I got at least one of our audience members riled up.
Coffee, little lemonade.
A little lemonade.
What's
it's
in this
good
drink?
for you.
It's good.
It's
herbs, Hugo.
gin
Herbs.
and pink grapefruit.
Nice. The pinkest of grapefruit. Did you know that grapefruit can be pink? It's not just grapes, brother.
I always thought it was just grapefruit with vitamin C. Welcome, Everybody.
Welcome.
Just welcome everybody.
Welcome, everybody.
There's no way I'm saying hello to like the 500 people we have.
You wish it was 500, man.
Yeah, man. It's 1,000.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's way more. You can't say hi to everybody because people are going to drop in and drop out. No.
People don't like being addressed, okay?
No.
They come here for not having to talk, to just listen.
Yeah.
But going back to that, if you do want to call in, you're going to go to Discord.
Yes.
I'm hoping to have that by next week. And then you raise your hand. I don't know how it's going to work. But you say, hello, I want to chime in on this bullshit you're talking about.
I still think the landline is the better way to go.
I'm not paying $45.99 and a 2-year contract to get a landline for this one specific use. And then all that's going to happen is half of the calls that we get on the podcast are going to be spam calls anyway. Landlines aren't even immune from that.
I know.
If they were, that'd be next level.
I don't know how many times China calls telling me I got to pay back taxes.
You got to be taxes. You're here illegally. You got to go back to Hong Kong to clear your name.
The CRA is coming for me. The cops. There's actually a guy on Amazon who's calling the cops on me.
Is it that guy you left a shitty review for?
It is the guy, yeah. He's calling the local police on me.
You should never have messed with that guy.
I mean, he didn't deliver. I placed an order for strange medicine that probably doesn't even work, and he couldn't even deliver the bottle of mysterious black fluid to my house. All right?
Fair, but he's got a photo of you up on his bed.
I wanted my money, all right?
On his bed frame, or maybe on the ceiling. But he is going to get you one day. He's saving up, and he's going to come to Canada. He's going to ask about you, Or maybe if you're lucky, he'll end up in Australia, and he's going to go to Drasko's Chicken instead, and you'll be just fine. And Drasko's Chicken will just get slapped.
I don't know. I'm thinking of instead of opening a chicken restaurant, I'm going to open a Chinese food place.
You can't open it. It's already done.
Yeah, but okay.
You can open a Chinese food place.
And all we will serve
Drasko's terror-free Chinese.
No, man, it's going to be Drasko's succulent Chinese.
Oh, don't use the word succulent.
Yeah,
what is the charge, Hugo? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
Okay. I get it.
You got it? Good, because gentlemen, this is democracy manifest.
Can you remind us why this man's trolling you on Amazon? Like, what did you do to bring that on?
I'm invading your world like
you're like
Stranger
you're a
Things.
ghost. Look
He went to space with you.
Is that where I am? Yes.
I'm trying to disappear, but I can't. I can't disappear. Great, now I'm just here.
Yeah, it's picked up on you. You were just a little head now.
I mean,
just go back into the background. There's too much Drasko energy going on.
I can't help it.
The camera's picking you up, your aura up.
I'm sorry if
Your
it's
positive
if it's
aura.
too vibrant, it's too succulent. All right.
Dim your light, dude.
Much too succulent.
I can't control these lights. God controls the lights. All right. He turns them on and off every day.
Star Wars Galaxy ride waiting room. It is, man. Emily's waiting for that ride to start. So before you know, Emily's going to be blasting off.
No, it's still a 2-hour wait. They're going to be playing the pre-ride show where they give you the background to it, oh, you're here, and
I was there.
Were you?
When George was
You
here,
went to
I was
Disney.
there. No, but George was here, and he was there, and he told us all about it.
So by him, we've experienced the Star Wars ride.
Yeah.
So suck it, Disney. I don't need to come and visit.
We got that, what do they call it? Vicarious experience.
And that shit is free.
Yeah.
Can't charge me a subscription fee for that, Disney.
Vicarious.
Motherfuckers.
Hashtag vicarious life, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway.
How's that coffee?
It's good. I like it. It's a strong coffee made in a strong country, proud and free.
With a little Irish whiskey inside.
There may be some additional ingredients to it to make it smooth and creamy.
Yeah. But it's going to help you dissolve the pollutants that you're going to be reviewing for us? Do you have images? Do
Uh,
you have images of these Putins?
I let my photographer handle all the
Okay,
photography.
maybe the photographer can submit some images.
If my photographer is listening, would they be
You'd
so
think
kind?
you'd have been able to come with some fucking photos on your phone of some Poutines.
Let me see if I took any photos at all.
Just text them to me if you have. I'll put them up.
The last photo I have is
This is a fun game.
the last photo I have is of my cat.
Okay. It's-
Come
Focus.
on, focus,
Focus on the kitty.
focus on the fucking cat.
No, it's a no. There you go. Cat.
It's just a little fur ball.
That's a
All right.
cat.
Do you have any of your?
Trip? Probably not.
He's just going through all your photos.
No.
It's just an upside down kitty. Let's see.
Like the slurp.
Hang on.
What? I like my coffee hot and slurpy.
Your photographer sending you some, so you'll be able to show us some for your big review of the poutines.
Okay, so we went to 2 poutine places.
Which one was the better one?
Oh, definitely La Banquise.
Oh yeah,
The
that
La-
was still that the number one spot?
That was the number 1 spot. Like if you're going to Montreal, the place to hit up is La Banquise. We did go to Poutineville as well.
And that wasn't the number
It
one?
was like literally almost empty.
La Donkeys.
Yes, La Donkeys.
It was MDA, so they've fallen behind.
Well, there's like several locations. They just opened a new one like closer to the downtown area. So it was like maybe like a 10-15 minute walk from where we were staying, but it was fucking empty and the poutine was just not that great. They had the crushed potatoes, but they didn't have the ability to like customize it. You know, before they give you like that like big scorecard and you can like check off exactly what you want on the poutine.
Yeah.
They didn't have that at this one.
What?
Apparently they have it at like some locations. Some locations don't have crushed potatoes at all. They just have like their fucking home fries. That's it.
They're probably too much work to make, and like if it doesn't sell a lot, they just opt not to.
I assume so.
For any of the uninitiated,
Yeah.
the crushed potatoes, they bake these potatoes and then they mash them with like a hammer.
Yeah, it's like
and then
it's little potatoes, by the way.
Yeah.
They're not like actual
No, yeah.
full-grown ass
and then they-
potatoes.
They fry those up.
Yes.
And use those as the fries for the poutine.
Yes, and they are quite good, but for some reason, just like the gravy at the Poutineville was not the best.
I remember La Banquise has like a crazy amount of variety too. Though,
Oh
right?
yeah,
like,
they
have like the pastrami one, or the what do they call the not pastrami but the corned beef?
they
The Montreal smoked meat
Yeah,
one?
the
yeah
Montreal smoked
they
meat,
have
yeah.
one. They have so many different toppings and so many like customizations that you can do on there. They've got like fucking I can't remember. No. In Poutineville, they had this one custom poutine called the Hangover Cure, which is just they have a fried egg on top of it and like a bunch of other like meaty ingredients on it, and it's just on a whole other level. But yeah, I just didn't like the Poutineville poutine that they had, which I was like anticipating that would be the better poutine. Like I had it all built up in my head, you know, yeah, the Poutineville, that's going to be the number 1 place. That was the first place we went to that night when we arrived. It was like, we're going to fucking Poutineville. It's right there. Let's fucking go. We went and it didn't really hit it. And
That's
then,
sad.
yeah, I know. Like I was kind of disappointed walking out of it and was just like, okay, maybe not. But we did go to La Banquise the next day, and that was the better place. And yes,
La Banquise. Did you go at a reasonable time? 'Cause
Yeah.
This is the place that's open until like 3 in the
It's
morning. right?
open 24 fucking hours, man.
Yeah.
It's a 24-hour joint.
We've been there after exiting bars, and
Yes.
it's a shit show.
It is. It's like a 30-minute wait. Oh, that is such a good photo.
That
Yeah,
is.
that's like their tables. They have like these like hand-drawn like little paintings on them. So they always like have something fun for you to look at while you're waiting for your food. And then they also have like regular fucking food as well. So that's
for
that.
daytime people.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
But the
just, like,
poutine's where it's at.
the poutine is where it's at.
You
Exactly.
gotta get the poutine.
And they do have like their French fries are just like the basic fucking like, you know, straight cut French fries. But yeah, that's the Montreal smoked meat. And yeah, it is really fucking good. Their gravy in particular is phenomenal. And I think they do offer more customization options than the Poutineville for how you want your poutine made. Like they have, you can get like the shredded cheese if you don't like the curds. You can get fucking cheddar cheese. You can get feta cheese. They have all different types of cheeses that you can have.
It's messed up. Who
Sounds
the
like a
fuck
heart
wouldn't
attack.
want curds?
I mean, some people prefer to have like,
Shredded cheese?
yeah, something different. Yeah, the fries were also very
Look at all of
crispy.
those. Oh my god.
It's a great place. You can go to get a poutine. You go get a beer. You get a beer at fucking 2 a.m. when you're done drinking. You just
That's
go there
sick.
and you get a
Honestly,
beer.
Montreal is such a sick city.
Yeah, it's very
Oh,
nice.
it's got a cute little patio.
I didn't even know that they had a patio. They always just like seat you in the restaurant itself.
Yeah, every time I've been there, it's been very late at night.
Yeah.
It's a shit show. They
Yep,
they
yep.
do. There's a lineup, but they do seat
Yeah.
you pretty fast.
You're not in the line for more than like I'd say 20, 30
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah.
Like at peak time, it's like 30 minutes.
And then the food comes out quick.
yeah, like our food
It's
came.
just- you are dying for it by
Yeah.
the time it does.
Yeah, like it feels longer because you've been like drinking and you're just like everything feels like double the
and
time.
it's just it's just what you want.
Yeah.
It's the last thing you need for the night before you go to bed is that poutine. Mm-hmm. It's a very satisfying
But
thing.
holy shit, if you're getting like a poutine that has more than like 4 toppings on it, for the love of God, just get the regular size and not the fucking large.
You heard it here first.
I got the large size. Oh my God, I was fucking dying.
Yeah, it's
after-
huge. I do remember it.
It's a full
massive.
fucking plate, and it's like $21.
All right, let's see the photos.
Oh, all right. Here is. This is.
This drink's too good. I'm just.
This is what I got right here.
Damn.
That's what I had.
All right, I'll put it up.
Yeah.
To,
It just doesn't look like you can't see anything, Hugo. There's got to be a better way to send it around. But
Is this from La Banquise or
yes,
from,
that's from La Banquise. The one at the Poutineville, it was just so
they're so
disappointing.
beautiful.
Look at these from Poutineville. These are crazy.
Yeah. Okay. So that is not what we got. That looks more like a La Banquise poutine, but the Poutineville poutine was just like covered in like this black sauce. So like, yeah, it was gravy, but it was just so like void sucking, light absorbing black fluid like oil all over your fucking French fries, and it just wasn't very like appeasing.
Okay, more like this,
Yeah.
darker.
Yeah, it was like that, but it was just like it just didn't have a good flavor to it. Like, I'm sorry. Like the gravy is an important part of the poutine, especially when it's like where the majority of your flavor is coming from. But yeah. And like something that did, I think what really helped the La Banquise poutine that we had was that we did go for like like a 7-8 kilometer walk that day. So we were fucking walking around all goddamn day, and we were like, we're gonna earn this motherfucking poutine. And by God, we fucking did. It's just like such a nice reward. And yeah, it wasn't too late. It was like earlier in the afternoon. It was like around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And fuck, yeah, the place was still kind of busy, but there was no lineup. So we were able to get seats very nicely. And yeah, it's great. But definitely that place is an institution. If you go to fucking Montreal and you do not go to La Banquise, were you even in fucking Montreal? That's the real question. Like, you can go see the old port, you can go see like old Montreal and see their knockoff of the fucking Notre Dame Basilica, but if you didn't go to at least one poutine place every day, were you really in fucking Montreal? Were you really in Quebec? That's the real issue here, people.
Drasko says no.
No,
you
I
weren't
don't.
there.
I don't. Or buy fake Lord of the Rings swords. That's also a very important distinction.
You weren't there, man.
Although I do think that might have happened in Quebec.
No, I was Montreal.
That was Montreal.
That was Montreal.
Okay.
Well, I wasn't the only one, okay? And they were replicas of the real King Henry VIII.
King Hangry VIII.
Yeah.
You know why he was so hangry? Because
Why?
he was from fucking England and they didn't have poutine over there.
Yeah, no, exactly.
That's why he needed to go on a
I had to
bloodthirsty
support the guy
crusade.
by buying his replica dagger.
Before he stabbed you with the real one.
He wanted to, but I told him if you do, you'll never get a poutine. And he was like, I can't roll around in my grave like that.
I know.
I need to have the promise of a poutine.
It's important to have
What
that poutine.
else did we send people over to Canada to meet up with the French there, if not to enjoy a poutine together?
You think Americans or anyone else would have made a poutine eventually? You think about the toppings and the ingredients. It's not too fucking difficult.
I mean, Americans put all sorts of shit on French fries.
I know.
But not that specific
Put,
kind
like,
of gravy.
chili cheese
And
sauce.
cheese curds. Cheese curds are a very like Quebecois thing,
Yeah, I suppose.
and they never would have figured that out.
You
You
think-
can't take that from the French,
yeah.
from the Quebecois. Specifically.
Yeah, I suppose I'll give it to them.
Just look at like In-N-Out's weird, like fully loaded fries. It's just like weird sauce. What are you giggling about?
Hey, homie.
Hey, homie, you want a chance to win $1,000?
Yo, I'd love a chance to win $1,000, homie.
It's okay.
Oh, I did not see
But me
that.
put ketchup on bacon.
That's
Apparently,
so
America. Does anybody else but me put ketchup on bacon? I
Ketchup on bacon.
don't know if I like go out of my way to put ketchup on bacon, but I don't mind it. I don't mind like ketchup on bacon. I put ketchup on my fucking poutine, which apparently is a war crime in some fucking places.
Yeah, my brother does that too.
Like
He
I
puts
like it.
ketchup on
I like the
everything.
taste
I
of
think
ketchup
I
on
think
poutine.
I agree. It's like a bit of like the acidicness and slight sweetness is a good contrast to the usually like very salty, heavy poutine. I don't think it's a bad mix at all. I used to think it was. I remember like when I first saw a friend of ours doing that.
Yeah.
I was like, "What in the fuck are you doing?"
And I said the same thing, and then I did it,
And then I did it. Yeah,
and
exactly.
I'm a fucking believer.
He also did it to mac and cheese, which I at the same time thought was weird.
Yeah,
But also does work.
it does work.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
It's sort of the two outside of a burger.
Yeah.
It's sort of my two favorite things to put ketchup on. I don't even like ketchup on just fries, but I do kind of like it on a poutine, and I do kind of like it on mac and cheese.
I need that fucking ketchup on that fucking McDonald's hash brown. That is
Really?
that is not an argument to be made, Hugo. You're having that McDonald's hash brown. That shit better come with a fucking 1 packet of ketchup at least.
I'm not saying it's bad, but it's not my go-to.
Wow.
I usually either have nothing or mayonnaise.
You ever put that motherfucker in the McMuffin sandwich?
No, man.
Uh,
Have you? I mean,
I have.
that's
Sometimes
you
it's.
turn it into some Big Mac type of
I did.
big extra.
I did. I just opened the fucker up, slap that bastard in there, and eat it. Sometimes it's a little much. I
Sounds like
think it depends.
Bars.
Like
You were almost into a rap song there. Slap that motherfucker on and flip it upside down and eat it.
Listen, man, sometimes you got to experiment with your food. And I'm saying, like, if you've never tried it, try it at least once. Try it when you're hungover and see how that one
You know
works.
what I did today?
What's that?
I think you should try that. But I had today, I did basically like a ramen noodle chili. It had ground beef and beans and cheese
Okay.
and fried ramen noodles.
Oh, man.
Chapaghetti, if you know.
Oh, man.
Have you heard of chapaghetti?
I haven't, but I have the worst fucking story for you.
Wait, before you go to that story, let's
I've
wrap
got-
up this poutine line.
I've got the worst fucking story, man.
Emily, if you want to turn on my browser.
Turn on
My browser.
my browser, my big old browser. So that is, what is that? That's the big plate, and it is huge.
What the fuck, man? It looks like
What is-
somebody puked on that. There's
Okay.
so much shit on there.
Okay, so that is
You literally ordered everything.
that's onions, green peppers, mushrooms, and bacon.
What's this thing?
That's onion.
Oh, it's a piece of onion with gravy on it.
That's gravy. Their gravy was like this, like very like light brownish color, but goddamn, it was fucking delicious. It was very flavorful, and apparently their gravy is like homemade. It's like an in-house recipe that they use for their gravy.
Okay.
But
all
like,
right.
yeah, I know it's a lot, but that's the poutine that I had. It had like onions and mushrooms and green peppers and bacon on it, and that's what I wanted.
I mean, it looks good. I'm not denying.
it
look-
was good.
presented what?
Presentation wise, yeah, it does look like a fucking mess that you find on the bottom of
Well,
your
you know
shoe.
it's gonna be good.
It did taste really fucking good. That was Grace's poutine.
This
with
looks proper. Is that jalapeno popper or
fried
pickles?
Fried pickles. That's fried pickles with, I don't know if that's like sour cream or garlic aioli, but then that's ground beef. I think that's jalapenos in there as well. and
That's fucking sexy.
I can't remember what else, but it had like, okay, this is one of the ones where like, if you're getting this, for fuck's sake, yeah, it was garlic sauce. Sorry. So it was a garlic sauce. If you're getting this, for fuck's sake, get the regular, because this is a large, it will fucking kill you. That is so much goddamn food. But yeah, it was good. I think that's tomatoes in there. I'm not 100%.
What's this?
That's ground beef.
Ground beef
Yep.
and onions, or is bacon? What's this pink meat?
Bacon. That's bacon.
Bacon.
That's bacon.
The bacon.
Bacon. Oh,
the beef.
Fried onions as well.
Fried onions.
Yes.
The pickles.
Fried pickles.
The aioli.
Deep fried.
The deep fried pickles.
Garlic aioli.
Damn. Damn a lamb. This got it all. And now this guy. It's got a little green just to make you feel a little healthy.
It made me feel healthy, all right? Aren't you going to comment on the fact that it had fucking mushrooms on it, Hugo?
Whoa!
Mushrooms. Yeah.
Did have mushrooms.
It did have mushrooms, and I ate it.
Drasko used to
Big slices of
have
mushroom.
complete aversion to mushrooms.
I had fucking convulsions when a mushroom would touch my tongue.
He
yo.
did for years. He
years.
couldn't even have it on his pizza at all, even if it was just on there.
I would fucking refuse it. But now I'm eating mushrooms. They got to be slathered in fucking gravy and bacon, but I'm eating fucking mushrooms.
Hey, it's a fucking good start.
It's progress.
It's
baby.
real good progress.
It's progress.
All right, according to chat, I have to try dipping my bacon in ketchup, which I will try.
Yeah.
I have to apparently eat it with rice, and I have to try the jajang instead of chapaghetti.
Jajang.
Jajang.
So I believe jajang is it's a Korean noodle. I think that's jajang ramen. Holy shit, this stuff is good.
Jajang ramen.
Okay, so it's a specific
Come and
type.
get it.
It's a specific type of black bean sauce that
Yes.
they put onto the noodles, and they mix it with fried onion, and they mix it with onions and chopped pork.
Yeah, it's very similar to the chapaghetti that I had.
Yeah, but it is
Except maybe not the pork.
it is very flavorful. It is very good.
Chapaghetti. Look at it. It's so similar.
Yeah, it is.
Damn.
Like I
Honestly, it was good. It was a good thing.
tried the
I mean,
Palo
I wouldn't
bread.
recommend anyone
What is
mixing beans.
chapaghetti or chapaghetti?
Chapaghetti, dude. I don't know. It's like
Is that like Chinese spaghetti?
Chinese spaghetti. Yeah, Chinese spaghetti. Chapaghetti. There was this video. This is what inspired me to get it. This Michelin star chef mixing and this like his favorite meal is mixing the chapaghetti with shin ramen noodles, and he call it shingeti or something like that. At Italy, Korean. It's so funny because like the dude, it was kind of cool to see because he's South Korean working in Italy. He speaks English with like an Italian Korean accent, and he's at this restaurant making this like crazy ramen noodle dish, and
feeding
then
it to Italians.
and then feeding it to Italians that are like, oh, molto buono. And there's like a Peruvian guy there too, and it just seems like a joke because it's like, what do you get when you walk in?
Sitcom.
Yeah, but like it's also the beauty of it all, right? That there's like all these people working together from all over the world. But I don't know if I'll be able to find the video real quick. It's not that guy.
How we make chapaghetti.
Chapaghetti, shingeti. What if I just search up shingeti? Shingeti. Yeah, not happening. Well,
No.
I tried. You can look it up yourself, or maybe I'll find it after the break.
You look
But
up shingeti,
anyway, you
you
mix
get
up these two things.
Miss India 2022.
Yeah.
That's Google for you, baby.
But honestly, I'll try this jajang. Jajang mian.
It's good. Like you got
The
to have
black
it.
bean sauce is so good.
It is. It's got like a really nice texture to it, and it's just
For
phenomenal.
the longest time, I heard black bean sauce, and I was like,
Ew.
that just sounds like way too heavy, way too dark.
Yeah.
Like that's going to be like too strong of a flavor, but it's really, really nice.
It is nice. And then like usually what happens is that people have it with like Korean fried chicken as well. And like, damn, that is
Korean
awesome.
fried chicken.
What the fuck is this?
We missed a lot, man, but
Oh,
there was this whole. You've heard of King Kong and Godzilla. Well, at one point over the last couple of weeks while we were away, there was a big attack by the monstrous Pikachu. And it took just about everything to get him down. It's pretty crazy. Nobody could stop him. They're all trying, but he could not be stopped.
Nobody had a Pokeball.
No, nobody had a Pokeball, man.
Oh,
'Cause they didn't think they'd need one that night. Pretty awesome. I love that this person's they're running. And not once did they think, maybe I'll take this off.
it's probably like a big one piece thing, you know, just removing the hat.
It makes for such a good photo too. Like, it's so epic. There's like the fucking SWAT vehicles in the back and like police. It's just Pikachu running through the middle.
Underneath the like fire hoses.
Oh God.
Saudi government wants their Pikachu after they purchased Pokemon Go.
Oh yeah,
We're gonna get it.
Oh man.
Did you hear about this 24% raise that the councilors are getting?
yeah.
This was a long time ago, but that's how long ago we've been.
That was like 3 weeks ago.
$100,000 a year. I take home $1,400.
This is our current mayor, and he's just expressing his
That's our current mayor.
dissatisfaction about the raise. Yeah.
That's Olivia Chow.
No, our current mayor is Rob Ford.
Get a free Metro Pass.
Free Metro Pass.
The TTC's dying for money. We've just increased fares 25 cents. The average person out there, the poor working student or the poor working senior that has to get out there and get on the bus every day has to pay $3.
$3. That's a real mayor. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We, the councillors, get on the bus for free. This should be eliminated immediately.
All right. Boom. You heard it here first. Councilors, you're losing your Metro Pass.
Did you hear about their justification for the pay raise? It was, they were
times are
saying
tough.
that they were saying how like other councillors in nearby cities get paid more than the Toronto councillors.
Oh, yeah?
And the Toronto councillors have more work to do.
I somehow doubt that that's true. I feel like the
Like, which
councilors from those
cities?
other cities.
Mississauga, Vaughan, and I think in Peel region as well.
I'm sure they like the amount of work is probably pretty equal. Because there's more counselors. It's a bigger city, but there's more counselors.
Yes.
We saw her, that one at the friggin' meeting just shopping on H&M.
Yeah, they were.
She's not working that hard. If she could shop at H&M, she's barely paying attention. And at the end, she had the gall to call the guy out for interrupting,
Talking too loud.
talking too loud, or being too emotional. And
But
she's
it was
not even
distracting for her.
not even paying it. Yeah, I need to figure. Look, there's 15 minutes until the sale is over. I need to get my pants. And I can't go after work because you had to come in and complain about some shit. Oh, you want more money? So do we.
Who's gonna pay for these payments?
Who's gonna pay for an extra? I want $175, and all they'll give me is $125. What a bunch of bullshit.
You tell him, Hugo.
You know. Anyway, I don't even think that one's that funny anymore. There's so much has happened, man. There was a friggin' earthquake in Thailand. And people were like on pools and buildings shaking around. Look at this. You see this?
I see these guys trying to have an intimate moment.
They're on their honeymoon, I think.
Oh,
This is in Thailand, somewhere in Thailand. Bangkok, I want to say.
whoa,
No,
whoa.
Phuket.
Get out of the fucking pool.
Look at that. That's not wave action pool. That's a friggin' earthquake. I think it was a magnitude 7 or 8.
Yeah, get out of the fucking pool, bruv.
The girl's just like, all right, you're on your own. I'm out of here. You good?
No,
You
no,
good?
no. She got him.
No,
I gotta get my Gucci.
She's coming back for the phone.
Yeah, the other dude is gone. He's already down the fucking way.
That'd be scary though, man.
That'd be
Yeah.
so scary.
Super scary.
Yeah,
I think,
fuck.
no joke, that would be really scary. And some buildings really did collapse. So
Yeah.
I think it was mostly like unfinished ones, but yeah, a lot of people did.
It's still fucking scary
Yeah,
to be there.
it's just crazy, man. It's
Man,
been
you've got
There's
all
so
these
many.
sorts of things, man.
I got all these links. I've been collecting them for the past 2 weeks. I had nothing to no one to talk to about these things.
Sarah Cole.
This one's good. Woman develops a Chinese accent after getting sick. Do you guys believe this, that this is possible?
That's why they call it the China virus, Hugo.
No. The argument is that we all have everyone's accents built in.
Oh.
And
is that why I can bust out the flawless Indian accent
Yes.
anytime I want?
yeah, sometimes you can tune into it manually. Sometimes you need some sort of like Rickroll to happen in your brain for it to activate. And then that's what happened with this lady. She knocked herself up the side of the head when she was sick, and she woke up and...
From Plymouth, in England, is a dead-set Pom, who now sounds like she's from Shanghai.
It wasn't until I was in the ambulance on the way to the hospital, she actually said, "Are you aware of the way you're speaking?" And I said, "Oh, I sound like I have a slur." And she said, "No, you sound like you could work at a Chinese restaurant." Battery charger.
Sarah Colwell, from
Battery
Plymouth,
charger.
in England,
That's how we charge. Oh.
It just happened. She doesn't mean any ill, but it just happened.
I know. Oh, man.
It just happens.
I'm not touching that one.
You just never know what's going to happen. You get sick, you wake up one day and Battery charger. I don't know. It sounds like I could work at a Chinese restaurant. I couldn't work there unless I had this Chinese accent. She really wanted to work at a Chinese restaurant. And now she's like, I could do it, guys.
She woke up with the qualifications. Fully qualified.
Oh, God.
I got sick. I woke up like this and Battery charger. Where's the volume?
Where is the volume, Hugo? What did you do?
You turned me off?
And I said, "Oh, I sound like I have a slur." And she said, "No, you sound like you could work at a Chinese restaurant."
Chinese or Western?
Chinese at restaurant. Thing is, that accent isn't that legitimate to tell me you're not putting it on.
Nah.
That's...
Either putting it on, or maybe she actually did have a stroke, and that's like what her speech sounds like. Maybe she's not like trying to put on the, the accent.
Maybe
but
she had a stroke.
maybe just her brain is like,
I don't know,
slurring.
man. It's possible. I don't want to say that's not the case, but... Ooh, what's this? Drasko when he's famous.
You already know it.
My name is Goldblum or Goldblum. I always tell them the same thing. How dare you speak to me? People always ask me.
This is Drasko being interviewed in the future.
I pronounce my name Goldblum or Goldblum. I always tell them the same thing. How dare you speak to me? People always ask me
How do you pronounce your name? Is it Kajovic or is it Kachavik? And I tell them, how fucking dare you speak to me?
That's such a badass.
That's the best answer.
He just says it so calmly too. It's like, and I always tell them the same thing. How dare you speak to me?
It's the best answer.
It's so you too. Like at a museum, just be like, oh.
Oh, it's so hot. I just gotta. Oh,
Look at that. That's totally
it's so
what we see on screen. He's literally got the same wardrobe. Can we put the screen back up?
Oh my God.
Drasko Goldblum. How dare you speak to him? Don't speak to him.
Don't you dare.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Didn't
Rob
what?
Ford did do a Jamaican accent at some point, didn't he?
Well, when he was smoking crack.
Legend. Best mayor we've ever had.
Pure bliss.
I don't even know what these are. I used to know what these were.
When you're fresh out of jail.
Oh yeah. This is somebody just got out of jail and they've come to the 21st century.
We at Waco. I'm gonna move out the way because it's driving
She's
itself.
helping out.
It's literally driving its fucking self. It's driving itself. Move out the way. The car is driving itself. Move. It's driving. Nobody is in it. Yeah, move out the way. Move out the way, y'all.
I mean,
It's
I don't
driving
trust that
itself,
car.
by itself.
Yeah,
Move
thank
out
you.
the
I
way,
appreciate
y'all. Move
that.
out
I
the-
don't want to be in the way of a fucking...
Hey.
Lady, you're scaring the car.
That's so good.
Yeah. Some of these are great.
Oh, what's this one? think this is the one. Is this the one?
What do you got for me today, Hugo?
Oh no, I don't know what this one is.
Woman gets angry after her blood test kits label her as King Kong.
Oh, this isn't the one I thought, but it's a pretty bad one. That's yeah. She's at Well, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Can you tell me what's wrong with this sample?
Her name is Kiara Kong. If anyone hasn't read that,
Can you understand as a black woman why I would have a problem with that?
Yeah, I can double check who.
How could that be a mistake? Because this King, that's my last name, right? Comma would be my first name, correct?
Yeah.
How do you misspell Kiara as Kong? That's insane.
Yeah, I can double check who did that. I'm honestly not sure who printed that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Previously.
do you think there's any excuse for this? What are some of the top comments? This is 100% trackable. I've had to work with a few chart systems, and they log everything. Okay, so they could track it. Does anyone have any possible explanation for this happening? I don't know how you'd go from Kiara to King.
No, her last name's King. They went from Kiara to Kong.
Kiara to Kong, sorry. Yeah.
I don't know.
Pretty crazy.
I don't know. Mistakes happen, I guess.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's no mistake. All right?
Saying it's intentional.
It's intentional as fuck. Just like the earth being flat.
I mean...
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Hugo.
All right, well...
Hugo.
I can't do anything about the text. The video. This is a pretty good use of AI. All right?
Oh, no.
Fat nigga riding an orca?
Well, there's audio, too.
How we
Hugo.
get out here? That's easy. Fat nigga tech built the big body icebreaker, powered by Henny-fueled nuclear engines. So why Antarctica? Simple. The fat niggas came to find the ice wall and uncover the truth once and for all. Is the earth flat or fat? We out here vibing. Big body kings sliding across glaciers like it's Sunday at the rink. Baby seals getting cradled like newborns. Penguins moonwalking in the Clizzy Puffer. But it ain't all fish sticks and igloos out here. Whale poachers pulled up on some villain shit. Wrong move. These niggas started throwing harpoons, so we threw hands. Fat nigga hell, activate defense mode. Then a narwhal popped out and handled business, skewing the ops like a polar kebab. Niggas got aquatic alliances out here. Oh shit, what the fuck was that? A UFO coming out the water? Fat nigga Hal linked with the alien craft and downloaded new coordinates. Something big was out there, something hidden, so we kept pushing. Then finally, the edge of the world. But there was no wall. They said the earth was flat, but they was wrong. This beautiful planet, rounder than a fat nigga. Gold chain.
Is the earth flat or fat?
Oh.
Now we know.
Hugo. Oh.
That was a little edgy. You know. I didn't create it. I'm just putting it on. Somebody else created it.
Oh, man.
You know? I think they did a good job of that video. It was pretty legitimate.
And welcome to the last episode of the huge podcast.
We're toast now.
We're done.
Why? We didn't say anything.
Tune in for our rebrand next week.
Toasted.
Uh,
Thing is, bike bot, gold card. Oh, I never got the link for the Polish LARPers.
Oh, I'll send that to you at break.
What's this one? Futuristic. Oh, this is pretty crazy. It's all
submarine cars?
all
They
the-
finally have them? They finally exist?
the streamer iShowSpeed or iSpeed or whatever it's called. You went to China and you checked out all this tech. He's got a submarine car. I guess he's alone in this thing, man. It's pretty trustworthy.
Oh.
I would not trust a fucking drone gun to be in it by myself. I mean, he has shit with brakes. Not because it's Chinese. I just wouldn't trust it.
Not because it's Chinese.
I just want this $250,000 car in China. Let's see what it can do.
Jumps.
The car
Pretty
even
cool.
does the suey.
But
Chat,
what's
the
the
car
advantage
can
of
even
that?
dance by itself. Look. Oh, damn.
Okay, so it's
Right,
got hydraulics.
left.
That's pretty cool.
This car can even turn by itself. Look, it can turn by itself. Hell no.
Oh man, did he see that?
Oh, it's turning on a dime. That's cool.
Did it just stop? Oh, hell no! Hell! China! Hell no!
Man,
These cars in China crazy, bro. I just bought this $250,000 car in China. Let's see what it
When
can
he
do.
landed, he suddenly had a Chinese accent.
That's insane, man.
Shit.
That's
the car can even dance.
Anything?
What the fuck? Oh no! It's really
I could do appreciate his energy.
It's really dancing!
It's really dancing!
It's really dancing! Oh
He
no,
adds
that's
a lot
really...
to that.
Oh, no! You okay? You okay? What happened? Is it okay? Is it okay? Yeah. What the fuck? It's okay, it's okay.
There's another one. We got another one right behind. That's okay.
Pick it up!
They got the
Say the wrong one!
but they're still dancing.
It's one more rip.
Yeah, the African.
What the fuck?
I love how they're dancing to it.
The internet is a wonderful place.
Anyway, pretty cool. This is important because China has said
145% tariffs.
fuck your
Yes,
IP.
I know.
We're gonna duplicate everything.
Yeah.
And
They don't
they
need.
can-
They don't need Google. They don't need it.
I don't need it anymore.
They just have their
The
own.
thing is, it seems they don't even need anything because look at the shit they're coming up with.
I mean,
and their EVs are much better than what we're being sold here.
I mean, it's amazing when you have like free reign to do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, and 1 billion people is a market. Anyway, we're not gonna get political. Not this episode. Never
No.
again.
We keep saying that.
We skirt by politics. You know?
Yes.
We skirt by politics like we skirted through the Antarctic or the Antarctic flat ice wall.
The flat ice wall. Don't need it. Not real.
We needed to know if the Earth was flat or fat. I just thought you guys needed to know. Oh man, did you see this? You like?
Oh, is it me again?
It's you again.
Hugo.
It's video of you again, angrily driving to work.
I don't have time for these.
Look at the carnage you left.
Oh,
11 vehicle crash.
Jesus Christ.
And you just drove off scot-free.
Because I was on scotch.
Damn. This is crazy. This is on Lakeshore.
Damn.
This is some serious carnage. Look at the wheel. It's chilling outside of the car. Another wheel. Those wheels are ripped off completely. You know how hard it is
The whole car.
to like rip a wheel off the car completely?
Oh, damn.
This car has no doors, no wheels. How does this happen?
It's the Hulk, man.
But yeah, surprise! Somehow nobody had any life-threatening injuries. Nobody died.
Jesus.
So testament to technology. Also, shout out to the Red Rum Bakery.
It's Red Baron.
Oh, okay.
It's the Red Baron Bakery.
Have you been there?
No, I haven't.
Do you know if it's good? Should we recommend people go there?
I'm gonna recommend people not go to Loga's Corner.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
What? That's bull. Nah, you didn't hear that here.
I've got stories, man.
Loga's is the best.
Loga's is the best, except for one thing you should never get on their menu.
What
Don't get one thing on this menu. Drasko hates it.
All right, what is it?
All right.
No, wait. Hold on to that for a second.
Uh-huh.
Create suspense.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now you can tell us.
Okay. I thought you were going to hit him with the, we'll be back after this break.
Actually, yeah, we will be back after this break. Wait, but before we go, one more AI video so you guys know I wasn't just looking up raunchy AI videos. I was looking up all of them, okay?
We were looking up fun things as well, guys.
Yeah. Has technology gone too far?
Welcome, Ivory Jedi. Jah know me wait for you. You no longer need these. Jah break you free.
Oh, this is the AI singing.
Yes, AI. AI did a Rastafari rendition of this Star Wars scene. It's so good.
I am looking forward to company.
I think
longer.
I think this would be the superior
Welcome,
cut.
Irie Jedi. All right. Well, maybe this doesn't really help my case.
No, about why AI should be allowed to live.
Yeah. Oh no, AI probably shouldn't be allowed to live.
No, probably.
But AI is smarter than you or I.
It's all computer.
George,
I won't despise Dee's opinion about logos. Well, sit tight for a few minutes. You know what? Tune back in.
Just George Lucas director's cut.
I honestly think with AI, George Lucas is kicking himself in the fucking face that he sold Star Wars. He could have been making infinite cuts.
That's true. If he still owned it, he could literally just create his own LLM. And
Did you
just go
hear
crazy.
about how some of the 4K renders of like movies from like the 70s and 80s, they're being upscaled with AI and the quality isn't that great?
Oh no.
Yeah. So if you ever watch, say, Aliens, which is Alien 2, on the 4K DVD or whatever,
the film to actually expand it to 4K.
So they did have the film, but instead of getting somebody to actually like remaster it and recolor it, they just put it through an AI algorithm.
They put like the DVD cut or something.
They put just a whatever cut they had, upscaled it to 4K, and then they let the AI kind of like auto enhance certain parts, like recolor it.
Yeah.
In some scenes where characters are really far off in the distance, the AI freaks out because it doesn't know what it's actually supposed to be doing. So a lot of the faces, they end up looking blurrier or just like a monochrome, just like one tone face.
Okay, that's one thing for that to happen, but how does that actually make it to print where people are noticing that?
People are noticing it.
Did nobody watch the movie after it was up-res to do some quality checking?
Nope. They just have the rights to make the 4K cut of it, and they're like, do it as cheaply as possible, get the AI to do the majority of the heavy lifting, and then just ship it.
Bam, 4K. We need that money now.
It doesn't make it to print. They're just uploaded online. No, some of them are. Take a look at that Aliens rip.
Well, but still, like if they're streaming it on some major platform, you'd still think that before they do that they would check it, make sure it's good.
Well,
these are big movies we're talking about.
Well, this is AI, Hugo. This is what's happening. All right. Shall we take a quick pause?
Let's take a pause.
Okay. And tune back in for my...
What?
I don't know. Was that on?
It's a fire extinguisher.
Hang on. He's using the fire extinguisher to put out the fire on his car. Bye-bye.
Oh, Russia.
Oh, that flew.
All right. We'll be back in 2.5 minutes.
Yes.
Possibly times 2.
Possibly.
Possibly just times 1. Figure it out.
constant
demands on the economy. What are you gonna do about it? How was your break?
See, over at home.
Oh,
It was a good break, Hugo. I enjoyed my break. I got to stand up for a little bit. I got to walk around.
oh, you did everything you needed.
I got to pet a little doggy.
Had a little doggy.
It was all right.
I got a top up on my drinky.
Mm-hmm.
I hope everybody at home got a top up on their drinks. Maybe you got some cheese popcorn.
Oh man. Oh, have you ever tried those Pringles Mingles?
Pringles Mingles.
Yeah, it's like Pringles and you know those like Cheetos mixed in one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's just like potato.
Pringles and Cheetos.
Yeah,
mixed in one?
it's literally just a Cheeto, but it's made out of like potato.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not about it.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Nah, it's okay.
Pringles Mingles.
Yeah, you can look them up.
You want to look them up, Emily's?
Yep.
Pringles Mingles.
Producer Emily, look up the Pringle Mingle.
It's an interesting snack food. I don't know. I think that they just have like the same texture as like cheese puffs, and that's about it. We've already got one person who hated it.
Sputnik 2.0. I know that was in reference to the fire hydrant.
That's it. It looks like a little bow tie,
Little
but
weird hourglasses.
yeah, and that's it.
Are they
They're
good?
puffed Pringle potato.
Pretty much.
You know, I don't know. You know, this makes me want bugles.
Well, it's not made of corn.
But that's the thing. All these things should be made of corn.
Why, Hugo? Have you seen the price of corn lately? It's a lot.
It can't be more than potatoes. How can corn be more than potatoes?
Did you know they're trying to make potatoes into milk?
Potato milk?
Yes. Apparently it's denser and creamier than oat milk and cheaper to make too. The Russians have been doing it for a while.
Is that just vodka?
I suppose if you condense it enough, you can turn it into vodka. But no, there's a potato milk. Apparently it's very creamy and it goes well in coffee.
I mean, you know when you cut potatoes, there's that like a milky residue on the knife.
Yeah, that's the starch.
Oh, okay. So we're just going to make milk out of starch.
Yeah, that's it. And like, I don't know if you've ever taken like big buckets, like literally buckets of fucking potatoes chopped into little French fries and put them in a bucket of water.
I have.
All the
Surprised
fucking
you have.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. All the fucking starch sets at the bottom, and you can like scoop it up, and it's like a fucking fistful of goop.
Would you drink it?
Not really. I play with it a little bit, just like, and it's sticky.
I don't know, man. The things you've done in life.
Yeah, I'm still reeling over the pig milk.
Look,
You were trying to sell us on pig milk last time.
and now I'm trying to sell you on potato milk.
It seems
all right,
you're the biggest problem on earth is for that you need to sort out
the milk
It's
situation.
the milk situation.
Listen, man, milk. Like, all right. First of all, humans shouldn't even be drinking milk because you know, different animal, different species. Like, we shouldn't be ingesting that much of their milk. But you know, that's that. I'm not about to start a war with the Canadian milk mafia. All right, because they control a lot of shit.
They do fucking control a lot of shit. Can you put on my browser for a sec? They've made some serious discoveries.
Science has done it.
They've finally found the real life Patrick and SpongeBob.
But where's Squidward?
Squidward's in his little
And
house.
Gary.
They're around. They're still looking for them. But they've found Patrick and SpongeBob.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that's good.
When humans are around, they hide themselves.
But isn't SpongeBob is SpongeBob an underwater sponge, or is he just like a kitchen sponge that someone threw down there?
He's right there. It's an underwater sponge.
Where do you think sponges come from,
Yeah,
dude?
Sponges came from the underwater.
Sponges come from.
You think we make that shit? You think we have the technology to make fucking sponges? Dude?
Yes.
No.
I haven't been washing my fucking plates with the corpse of some fucking sea creature for years.
No, not anymore. But that's
Not
actually how it started. Like we make them now, but they
Debatable.
started from these sea animals. Like people would pick it up off the beach and take it home.
You know when it's like that's not really has enough scrubbing power.
Uh-huh.
The starfish has enough scrubbing power. You can just really get in there.
Little Patrick.
Yeah, I know.
Now Patrick's used to it.
Patrick enjoys it.
He does. Anyway, I thought that was pretty interesting. Whatever, guys. You know what else is interesting? America's going to start making everything. Fuck. And so the Chinese have been making fun of them. Oh no! This
25 tariff on
here we go.
Imported goods.
This is AI memes that China's been putting out.
Oh,
they're so mean.
I know.
Oh yeah, you Americans want to make stuff? Okay, this is what it's gonna look like. Make America rich again. It's Jambo AI.
Oh man.
Come on, you gotta laugh. It's pretty good.
I mean, I gotta ask questions about like
the Tesla car had a hamburger sticker on it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, they're making the NVIDIAs. Oh, let's get a bucket
KFC,
of KFC
making like CPUs or something.
Made in California. Oh
it's
man,
pretty good. I'll go to the car. I just want to see that hamburger like on the Tesla. This guy's eating. There it is. Delicious.
Delicious. Very accurate.
It's a great world we live in.
I mean,
you have an idea and you can just make it happen.
I mean, you got to ask the question about like, great, America has the ability to make all these things, but how are they going to start? How, Hugo? How? You have to tell me.
The thing is, okay, so I heard this is from what's his name?
A friend of yours.
Yeah, his name's Tim Cook. And he was talking about how, now I don't know obviously how much of this is true, but he was talking about how they no longer produce in China because it's the cheapest alternative. They do it because they have this skill set to work with these materials at a super intricate level in a very high tech environments to basically take sand and convert it into these chips. And they like it requires a bunch of engineers to do that, even in the factories. And they have literally millions of them, of these people that are skilled enough and educated enough and trained to do this stuff. Whereas it's not that those people don't exist in America, it's that there aren't enough of them for them to have the types of factories with the volume and of production that China can do.
So what you're saying is we can make all these things that are made
We just couldn't
abroad.
make it.
We just can't make the same volume of them.
Which means obviously the price isn't going to be the same,
And
which it wouldn't be anyway being made at home.
No.
And yeah, it's just the volume. Like you're just not going to be able to make the millions and millions of copies of these devices that you need to make that China can make.
Yes.
And so I think that's the biggest problem that they're not understanding is like that's not something you can just, this happened in China over decades of them being production powerhouses. You're not going to just do that on a dime in America when you've chosen to produce elsewhere. And then also, that's not even to mention, which I think the real politics here is just like, how can you keep talking about you getting a shitty deal when economically you're on top of the world? How have you gotten a shitty deal? I'm sorry. Where have countries fucked you over? How can you be saying that as the like #1 economic powerhouse of the world? It makes very little sense to me.
Yeah, but they're just the victim. They're just everything. And it's playing into the demographic of people that are not doing well and upset. They're like, yeah, I'm not doing well. Like America must not be doing well. This is China's fault.
Yeah.
It's a broad.
And it's just the MAGA that believe that. And hey, I mean, look, maybe there's some benefit to bringing production home, to bringing some industry home. But I just don't think you're going to do that very quickly. And the way he's trying to do it, it's like he wants it done tomorrow.
No, it's going to, like you said, it took decades for these Asian countries to become the production powerhouses that they are.
At the very least, degrees are 4 years.
Yeah.
2 to 4 years, probably, for like the specialists that they would need.
Fast track that shit. We don't have the time. Fast track it. What could go wrong? We have the best universities, Emily. The best. The best.
There is this like, I don't know if PETA. Oh yeah, here.
PETA?
Mega.
Hugo, it's called PETA.
PETA. No, but it was mega was the word I was looking for. This is a fucking like factory for EVs in China.
They have a football track, Hugo.
Well, I think it's just like a running track.
They have running.
It's literally the size of San Francisco.
Damn.
Like, this is insane.
I mean, they do have the land to do it in America. It's just you're going to have to create these towns that are essentially just going to be
just industry.
Yeah, for this production.
Yeah, and who needs national parks or anything?
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
Oh man, did you?
But then it's also like we're not quite there to just, you can say like, well, automate it all, fill it all with robots. Like, yeah, sure. We're not quite there yet. We are probably there soon. But I think what we're talking about, especially if you want to bring that industry home, it's going to take a while.
I think Jono puts up a good point. He's only in power for 4 years. And then whoever comes into power next is just going to reverse everything.
I know, yeah. And then
but like people have started wars in a lot less time.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to piss China and Russia off right now. Although he hasn't really been poking Russia.
They are pissed off. You see that meme?
The Chinese.
A happy Chinese would not have done that.
No. I mean, he hasn't pissed off Russia too much. I think he's for sure poking China, and I think he's pissed them off like crazy.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't put some kind of like weird war.
Hinting on ways to have a third term.
Yeah, the same ways that Putin works with. I don't know. I mean, do you think American people would stand for that if he used the same loopholes that Putin's used to be in power longer than he ought to?
You just have somebody else to take over, and then you guys keep switching
like
terms.
JD Vance,
AKA dictatorship.
I mean,
I wonder if the American people would put up with that, or if they'd be like, well, that's a pretty good loophole.
Okay, an argument can be made for you can get your actual goals done when you are the only person in charge for 20 fucking years.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
You can make real progress.
You can make real progress versus
hard.
like try to do something in 4 years where like you need at least 3 years to get whatever big plan you're working off the ground, and then additional years you need to have people after you to make sure it still works.
For sure, there's an argument there because you never end up getting anywhere because you move forward in a plan and you move backwards in a plan and then you start a new plan. You never get anywhere.
Yes.
I agree with that, but I also wouldn't want somebody in power for 20 years.
No.
But that's the problem with parties, right? And changing them back and forth and having these different ideas. We literally get nowhere because everyone's got a different idea of how to make the planet better. That was something good in Fallout, actually. You've seen Fallout?
Yeah, I have.
That was something that Walton Goggins talks about. Everyone's got an idea of how to save the planet, but nobody can agree on a way, and it just doesn't work. I forget what his fucking actual quote is. It was quite nice.
It was something nice on it.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna fucking Google it. What's the guy's?
I got it.
The Ghoul.
The
Ghoul in Fallout says everyone's got an idea on how to save the planet. What is the actual quote? Hugo needs to know.
Ghoul.
The Ghoul.
Ghoul.
So
it's a funny word. Ghoul.
I remember asking you this before.
Chicken al ghoul.
Jono says, I'm fine with longer term leaders as long as they are good. Yeah. I mean, but that's the thing. Everyone's going to have a different idea of what's a good leader. But yeah, I would say if they're not Trump, they're like more articulate, then I think it's fine if they're in longer. And well, I mean, technically we do have them in for 8 years often.
Yeah.
If you do a good job on your first term, it's very likely you're going to win the second term.
Yes.
So 8 years should be sufficient to make some serious progress.
Yeah. And then ideally what would happen is if your party is good, then the person who's taking over should be someone who's working with the incumbent to like, okay, here is what we started. Here's what our plans are. We're going to continue it on. Because it's still the same party. You should have party discipline running through the ranks. Yeah. Everybody, and especially if you're picking somebody from your cabinet as well. Well, maybe you should all be following like the same plan.
Yeah. Maybe even if it's within the same party or a different party, there should be, if like lots of progress is made on something, it should be harder to dismantle that. You shouldn't be able to just walk in swinging... swinging dong around and be like, nah, I'm canceling all of that. Like, no, investments were made. People's tax dollars were spent.
Yes.
You can't just come in here and cancel everything.
Yeah.
There has to be like some due process of, a bunch of people involved to cancel something. Something that's been invested in and worked on for years.
Like the Department of Education.
Yeah. And a lot of like social welfare and security. Like, you can't just come in and cancel like, years and years of investment and work, and even like relationships between countries that have taken decades to work out and to like smooth over. You can't just come in and destroy all that.
But that's the idea of the election, is that they are going, that's their platform to promise to do these things. You elect them. That is everybody giving their voice. They're okay to go ahead and do that.
I know.
So when they come in and do it, this is what you voted for. This is what you wanted. That's just, that's politics, bitch.
Franklin D. Roosevelt served more than 2 terms, but that was wartime.
Yeah, wartime president. We discussed this.
Maybe.
That's what Trump's going to do. Yeah.
I know. I mean, hey, wars have been started for shady reasons. Yeah. Look up the Gulf of Tonkin incident when you've got a minute.
I can't find the Ghoul quote, by the way.
Ghoul.
Oh, wow. It's fine. Let's just look at Trump promoting his
Trump
gold
unveils
card.
the gold card.
What about the Gulf of Tonkin incident? Because this is just a big Wikipedia page.
Oh, so it was the U.S.'s justification for getting into the Vietnam War.
Oh.
They had like one of their battleships in the Gulf of Tonkin, and then they sunk it, and then they said, "Oh, the Vietnamese did it."
Oh shit.
Yeah, false flag tactics. So yeah, and you can also like it was also a conspiracy theory. That's how the U.S. got involved in World War One. There was a merchant and civilian vessel called the Lusitania, and it was supposedly sunk by German submarines in the Atlantic, and it was just carrying just merchants and civilians, no military, no nothing, and it was a U.S. ship. And then the U.S. heard about it, or they're like, "Oh shit, the Germans are attacking us. We're getting into the war." And then the conspiracy is that it was actually sunk by the British because they needed the American help to go and fight the Austrians. So so the British sunk the vessel, made it look like it was the Austrians to get the U.S. involved in World War I. That's
crazy.
And then also, 9/11 was an inside job. a lot of false flags and a lot of reason. And then that was the reason why Bush justified his war on terrorism, which lasted for God knows how long.
Yeah. Would you take Bush back? If you were American,
at his current age, no.
Why? He's still younger. I think he's younger than Trump.
I still think there needs to be a fucking age limit for politicians and people in power.
Absolutely.
You cannot have somebody with like
78. Okay, he's older, but
not
by much, right?
I just don't think people who are fucking retirement age should be running the fucking country.
1946. The world was a very different place.
Yeah.
I mean,
June
Bill
14th.
Clinton's younger than Trump.
So Trump is actually older than Bush by like 3 weeks.
Yeah. Bill Clinton is still younger than Trump.
Yeah, and he served in the 90s.
In the 90s.
There's a lot of reasons why World War I was started, all right? Don't worry about it, Hugo, all right?
It might have been because the Trump he sold. I still might be able to blame Trump on that.
Yeah,
and then that's exactly what all the MAGA people are like. See, you just want to blame him for everything.
Should top out at 65.
I would vote for G.W. Bush.
I mean, that's a face you can trust.
America.
He looks extremely American.
Fool me once.
He looks extremely American. Yes,
he does. Honestly, I've seen some interview of him recently, and he was actually speaking quite eloquently. And he knew his history, and I was like, wow, he can string 4 sentences together.
Well, yeah, he's an educated man.
Yeah. I would vote, if I was in America and he ran, I would vote G.W. Bush. George W. The big W. That could be his like slogan. Get the big W back in there.
You know, he was from Connecticut.
Connecticut. Connect the dots. You connecting the dots? He had a great first pitch at a Texas Ranger baseball game.
What?
I bet you did. Texas Rangers. Texars. Honestly.
Oh, wait. Wasn't this one where he fucked up the throw?
Can't be 2023. Was it 2010? DJ. Was it this one?
Ballpark now. The Texas.
Let's go.
I'm gonna drive him out
on a fucking lawnmower.
How long are we gonna have to?
That's isn't that his daddy? Yeah, that's his daddy.
How long ago was this? Is his dad still alive? He must be 100.
I think
That was
George
great.
Bush Sr. is still alive.
He's got to
probably
be
alive.
95.
Oh, I think he is still alive.
I'm going to look him up.
In the meantime, I want to see what the
months, but now the deal to redevelop Ontario Place is now making international.
Never mind. We're not actually going to go into that.
Fuck
but it made its way
Ontario.
into the New York Times.
Yeah, I remember they did like an expose.
Yeah,
they were like, yeah, the company that you hired actually
misrepresented itself.
Yeah.
So Thermi was talking about how they
Daddy
were running.
Bush is dead. Rip.
Died in 2018.
Rip the big W.
Daddy Bush.
HW.
That's rest in peace. But anyway, this company apparently said to the government, to the Ford government, that they are operating like 5 different spas all over Europe.
All over, everywhere.
And apparently
So
they
it's just
only had one in Romania.
Yes.
Oh, God.
And they don't have the capital they said they did. They have like $1 million in equity where they can actually do things with. And now they've gotten some more deals, but it was based off of this $2 billion that they got in Toronto.
95-year
and
lease,
we're the ones
baby.
that got duped into believing them. And it's just like, really? Somebody comes in saying they have all these businesses. Not one of you motherfuckers went and did the research to find out if that was true. How hard could it be?
Well, they took it to our minister. You know, they took it to our #1 man, the big Ford
he's
himself.
like, I believe you.
Well, no. He said
Europeans don't lie.
He said they're gonna look into it and see if it passes the smell test. That's his exact word. The smell test.
I think that's actually at the end of this.
You should have been smelling these fuckers before, not after.
I'm gonna.
You smell someone before you get into bed with them, and then if they smell good, you get in bed with them. You don't smell someone after they're in bed.
Yeah.
Bro, it's too late at that point.
Did you hear like he sounded shook. He sounded like really not very confident in that interview.
I don't think he can stomach another fucking allegation of bullshit business practices.
What's he gonna do? Like, okay, so if you find out they lied, they misrepresented themselves, are you even gonna do anything about it?
No.
Like, it's not gonna matter.
They already
is it?
signed the fucking lease. It's done.
Well, but if it was under false pretense, then you maybe could get them out.
Okay, yeah, you could possibly
But then
have like a legal.
At the same time, like they're just gonna get somebody else because, like, at this point they've gone too far.
Yeah.
Bulldozed the whole thing.
Yeah, they bulldozed the whole property. Like, but maybe
And
like
now you have to pay someone else, and you have to pay them for the fucking
But maybe it would just be better not a 95-year lease. Maybe it would be better use of the land and not a friggin' spa.
No, they're
you
gonna.
know, I want to convert every single open area in Toronto into a health and wellness center and a spa.
You know, my mental health has been deteriorating lately.
You need a wellness spa.
And
because that's what's really good for health and wellness anyway, is a spa.
You know what
that's
isn't?
That's what everyone needs.
You know what isn't good for health and wellness?
What? Getting your ass kicked?
A very bland soup.
Did you have a very bland soup?
Do you?
Man, this video is long. Holy crap!
I know.
I know it's at the
going
end of
into
this
it.
video, but
Going
you
into
can't fast forward. You can't scrub an Instagram video.
That's why Instagram is
It's
not
2025.
That's
you
why
can't-
Instagram is not a good news news source, Hugo.
What are you talking about? It's the only news source. I get all my news on the Instagram.
Okay.
It's the only place to get factual facts.
I'm glad, Hugo.
Dog. Oh my gosh, it's never gonna come. I know the interview's at the end. I just want to like listen to him whimper and try to explain what they're gonna do. There we go. Holy
There's
schmucks.
the big guy.
Double and triple check the contract and make sure anything that was said in the story from the Times. We'll look into it and make sure everything passes the smell test.
While the opposition are calling this a
We'll just we'll look into it.
That's a far cry from the Dougie Ford I've heard speak. Heard speak. I've been watching way too many Jedi.
Rastafari and Jedi Sith Lords
videos.
Damn, Hugo.
Well, that's it. That's like, I don't know. It's probably all the links I've got. Do you have links? If you never watched the gold card one, it doesn't matter. He's promoting his gold
We've
card.
seen it already.
Yeah, we've seen it before. Spontaneously Chinese. Yeah,
we've seen
it all. Dude. 25 links. Gone through.
We've seen the internet. Everything it has to offer.
All right. So next week, are you bringing me a poutine?
No.
What?
Okay. So can I tell you about my bad soup experience?
Yeah, dude. Tell me about your
Okay.
soup.
So me and Grace, we went on like a 7-kilometer walk, right? And we're like, okay, we're going to go out, we're going to walk, and we're going to treat ourselves to some delicious Loga's Corner momos.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you haven't heard about Loga's Corner in Toronto,
Wait, how does this soup? They don't even sell
can
soup.
you let me get to the point of the fucking story, Hugo? My God, man.
Get to it.
Jesus. All right. So this place makes really good momos. You've had the momos before.
I love the momos.
Emily, you've had the momos before.
I swear by
I
those.
love them.
They're
5
good.
out of 5.
They're good momos. For $9, you get 10 momos, and they're really good. And they give you that nice garlic sauce. What a momo? A momo is like a little dumpling. You momo?
It's a little dumpling.
It's like a little dumpling.
It's just a little meat or potato or veggie dumpling.
It's meat, potatoes, it's veggies, it's lamb, it's chicken, it's pork, it's beef.
I think maybe momo is that specifically to like Nepalese?
It's a Tibetan.
Yeah.
It's a Tibetan thing. It's their version of a dumpling. You know, they call it a momo. Other countries call it a dumpling. Some places call it a pierogi.
Ravioli.
You know? Everything has its own little thing in a fucking like little wrapper.
Very true.
That's it.
Who's got the best one? That's for another day.
That's for another day. But anyway, this place makes really good momos. Yeah, it's dumplings with fennel seeds. Okay, maybe they put fennel. Maybe they put fennel seeds inside. They also put little pieces of onion in there. All right, they have some good seasonings in there, and their garlic sauce is really good. And they have this nice little spicy chutney. It's also really good. It's really good food. So we go over there as like a treat for our big old hike. And on the way there, Grace is looking up their menu, and she's like, "Ooh, would you want to get like they have a beef noodle soup?" And we're like, "What's in it?" And you look at the pictures, it looks like a decent like beef noodle soup. It's got like the slices of beef in it. It's got the noodles. It's got the carrots. It's got a little parsley on it. And it's got like a nice like brown like broth in it. And we're like, oh, this looks really good. And it's like $8. So it's even cheaper than the momos. And we're like, it's a little bit chilly out. Why not get a nice hot bowl of soup after your like chilly ass walk? You know, something to heat you up.
I'm sold.
It's great. We get over there and we get the fucking beef noodle soup and we're waiting, and it finally arrives. And it wasn't slices of beef. That was the first issue. It was ground beef. It was just ground beef.
They ran out.
They probably ran out of beef slices. I don't know. But then you take a fucking spoonful of the broth. Brother, it wasn't broth. You know what it was?
Oh, it was potato milk.
Nope. It was just hot water.
Oh, no.
That's it. And
do you think they literally just like they ran out of soup? They're like, shit, nobody ever orders this. Somebody ordered it. We got to whip it up fast.
You know what the fuck it was? It was just ground beef that was fried in a frying pan. No onions, no salt, no pepper, no seasoning.
Water.
And then they just put it in with noodles, a little bit of shredded carrot, a little bit of broccoli, and then just poured hot water on it. That was it. That was literally it.
I'm pretty
It was
sure.
the worst fucking most blandest soup I've ever had in my fucking life. After that fucking hike, it was the worst. Hugo,
and you were
my
hungry.
day was ruined.
That's why you never went partying after.
My day was
I don't have it in me to do anything now.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. All right? That's how bad this shit was.
I believe you.
I
wish you had a photo of these things.
Oh, man. You can make this thing. This soup was like what you get a 5-year-old who thinks this is what soup is. This is what they would fucking make you.
Well,
Not a fucking restaurant.
I suspect nobody ever ordered. I didn't know they had a soup. You didn't know they had a soup.
I didn't know they had
I
a
have
soup.
a feeling nobody ever orders it, so they didn't make it. When somebody
Then where
ordered
did the
it,
photo come from, Hugo? Where did the photo come from?
it's probably on the menu. Maybe they make it once in a while.
Maybe they made it years ago, but now with the fucking scamdemic, they can't afford all the fucking broth.
We're so getting shut down.
God
But
damn.
I don't think it's the broth. I think it's just people don't order it because they always order the momos. Finally, somebody comes in and says, fuck, boss, what do we do? Somebody wants the fucking noodle soup. I don't know. Whip it together, fry up some beef. Instead of just like playing it cool and being like, what they should have done is been like, we're so sorry, we don't have it. And then you would have been like, okay, no problem. Right? Instead of getting this shit ass soup and still charging you for it.
Here's the soup.
Oh my goodness. It's legit all raw. That does look pretty sad.
Share with the class.
Yes, share with the class.
I'm not bothering with sending it. Can I just share it with the camera?
Look at that. It's the majority of it is green and orange. That's the fucking broccoli and carrots.
Broccoli?
Yeah, it was like shaved broccoli.
I mean,
it was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have given me back.
Oh, do we have a photo? Can we look up a photo of what it's supposed to look like?
Yeah.
So there's that. Look up a photo of what it's supposed to look like.
Look up like Loga's Corner beef noodle soup.
I want to see. I'm excited.
It was literally the worst fucking soup ever. Never order anything in that place other than the fucking momos.
I mean, I never intended to. But it's a good lesson. You go to a restaurant, you get what they're good for, not these like fringe items that they sometimes put on the menu that are just there to like fill up a menu.
Oh, poor DJ Dr. C. The last time he was at Loga's, he was served a cold mama. I was sitting there for God knows how long.
What's wrong with a cold mama?
Nobody wants a cold mama, Hugo. We want the hot mamas.
To be fair, kind of looks like the picture. Hold on.
Check noodle soup reviews too. Okay, that's the new one. And it's not fucking $14. That's the new one, but they had another one that had sliced beef. This is from Uber.
Sliced.
This is currently on Uber.
This is
so you looked up a photo from well back in the day.
Probably.
This is how they make it now, dude.
It's awful. It is awful.
Their mango lassies.
I believe you.
are
It looks
to
pretty
die
fucking
for.
bland.
The mango lassies are good.
$8?
Oh my
This
God.
is Uber Eats. It's $5 at the restaurants.
Right. They gotta mark it
15.
It's because Uber.
$15. It's a $6 markup.
Well, Uber takes like 30% at least.
God damn. But yeah, their momos are delicious.
Can we find that orange sauce, the hot sauce that they give? That shit is so.
Oh, the
fucking
garlic
bomb.
sauce?
Yeah,
The
Loga's hot sauce.
Yeah.
I mean, that photo doesn't do it justice. But
It's the little cup.
it's literally the little cup. They just took a photo of it.
Oh,
It's so cute.
I love their radishes.
Uber Eats is such a ripoff, man. Fuck Uber Eats.
The pictures.
I know sometimes you can't go. out
These
and
are
get food,
terrible
but
photos. I'm just saying, man. These
They could
are
do better.
terrible
They could do.
photos.
I wonder if anyone else has reviewed the soup. Everyone see 5 stars from everything, but nobody has reviewed the soup.
The potato momos are unreal.
Yeah, they are so good. Actually, if you click on the soup, did it have reviews?
Let me go see.
There was like one
No reviews. Go into a review, Drasko. let the people know this is a bad soup. After a long hike, the last thing you want is this piece of shit.
My fucking day was ruined, man. They have it in Google reviews. Yeah.
I'll try and find the
Google reviews. Like, I can't tell you how miserable I was after that. I was literally like, I was on the verge of just kicking someone's ass. That's how pissed off I was. Like, Grace will fucking tell you, I dragged her to fucking Krispy Kreme donut and got like a dozen donuts just to make me feel better. I'm not joking. That's what we did.
Krispy Kreme donuts are next level.
They are really good. Don't get anything other than their fucking regular glazed donuts, though. Everything else is too fucking decadent and too fucking rich. The OG glaze, that's where it's fucking at.
They are really good. But I do like their Boston cream too, though. But I agree that it's on the more decadent side. But it slaps still.
Too decadent, too sweet. I like just the original. It's just sweet enough. It's got enough dough on it. Just the right amount of like coating. It's fantastic.
It is good.
And don't let
you need some
anybody
fucking variety
don't
in your
let
life.
anybody else tell you. No.
You ever put ice cream on a donut?
No, I haven't. Have you put Nutella on ice cream?
Yeah.
I do it all the time.
You know, it just kind of gets solidified. I don't like it.
It does. You have to mix it actually with like just a little bit of oil to like keep it.
What the fuck, Drasko? Why am I'm eating ice cream and Nutella. I'm gonna mix more oil with it.
You can put a little bit. You can put a little bit of coconut oil in there.
Coffee. Just made a fresh pot of coffee. You want
I'd love
some
some coffee. Give me a top up here. Let's go. Anyway,
This is
Oh, is
legit
this
just a
the
food
picture
show.
that you showed
Let's just own it.
let's
This is
see.
just a fucking food show. That is a sad.
no.
At least it looks somewhat boiled, though. The
that
greens are
just
all
looks
different.
like vegetables.
This one?
Yeah, I think that was the one. That one actually looks like a little sliced meat.
Yeah, it looks like a faux, like a.
I still wouldn't have ordered it from this picture, though.
Man, you're crazy.
I think
you
we were
just
just
had
hungry.
that appetite for the hike.
When
it was chilly.
When it's cold, I want a soup.
I get
That's what I want.
You wanted something more than just momos.
Who is
You
this
wanted
little like picture of this man over there? These are not good photos.
No, you know what? The problem is I'm on Microsoft Bing, and so it's not the Google review.
Well, either way, like it is the inside of this restaurant looks god awful. Like, let's not mince words here.
I mean, yeah, but it's part of the charm.
It's part of the
it's
charm.
an old
It looks
place
run
from like the
down.
freaking 90s. Yeah, it's
The little hole in the
you
wall.
go
It's a
go
hole in
there.
the
It's
wall.
cheap. Yeah, you're not spending a bunch of money on Uber Eats.
Yeah.
The momos are fantastic.
The momos are great. Yes. So lesson learned: never get anything other than the momos. If
All right,
If you need
lesson
a mango,
learned, dude.
if you need a mango lassi, get yourself a mango lassi.
Mango lassies are the shit.
Mhm.
They're so good.
Mhm.
That sweet, creamy, yogurty smoothie type of thing. I don't know how to make it, but it's fucking good.
You just get one of those emulsion blenders.
It used to
and
be you could go there, get a mango lassi and an order of momos for $10.
Is all they sell momos. That's like 90% of their menu. They have like what 6 different types of momos and 2 terrible fucking soups. They have a chicken noodle and a beef noodle. I'm not fucking with the chicken noodle. I don't know
Just
what the fuck
look,
to expect.
after this, the effect this is going to have, such a giant podcast talking about them, they're literally in 2 days, they're going to remove the soup off their menu.
Oh my god, I hope so. I will.
Sorry,
will
Logos. But you know what? It probably saves you time. It's one less thing you have to prepare.
One less thing you have to prepare, and then like you'll have people actually come back for the food that is good.
That's the thing with
Do
having
one thing really well.
That's exactly the problem with a restaurant doing something they're not really good at, just to like fill a menu or to try and say that they can do it all. You end up with things that suck, and if that's what people try, they're not coming back.
Yeah.
You better stick into what you do really, really well, because that's what's going to get people coming back and talking about your restaurant.
Yeah.
And nobody gives a shit these days if you have a huge variety of things. You go to some restaurants, some like really primo restaurants have like 4 things on their main courses menu. And you have to choose from one of those 4. And honestly, it's kind of nice. You just limiting the choices is nice.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I have 4 things to choose from. I know it can't go wrong.
It doesn't work well when you're bringing people over who are like, oh, I can't have this. Oh, I can't have that. Oh, I need something.
You
like
shouldn't be
variety.
friends with those people. You should
What
just
if
leave them at home.
What if I'm bringing my mom over and
She's not like that. Your mama eats whatever, especially if it's goulash.
Goulash, the freshest goulash made in the gulags.
There's got to be some derivative meaning there, right? Like,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
The goulash did come from the gulags.
It's the best place to get them.
Yeah. You want really good goulash.
You go to the gulag.
You gotta go to the gulag.
Yes. Mystery meat, don't ask. I hit my head and now I speak Russian accents.
It's a natural thing that happens to some people.
It happens.
It happens sometimes.
Never went. Dr. C never went back after having the Momo.
The cold mama?
The cold mama, yeah.
You gotta go back, man. But you know what? They are freshest at lunchtime because that's when they have all their orders come in.
It's true. It's true.
So if you want the best time at Loga's, or the best time to go is lunchtime.
Yeah, when you
during
see,
the week.
when you see there is a bit of a lineup, that is the best time because then they're pumping those
they just
fuckers
pump them
out.
They're not sitting in the back.
Yeah.
Because I've gone there once and had them cold too.
Yeah, I've had them cold a couple of times. It's not the best, I'll admit.
It's not. No, it's
like you got to heat it up a little bit.
But you never have that same juiciness from when they're fresh.
Yes.
So that the best time to go is like lunchtime during the week or brunch time on the weekends because that's when they're like just blasting them out. They don't have time to sit.
I agree.
And pay cash and you get a bit of a discount.
Yeah, you pay cash, you don't pay tax.
Yeah.
It's fucking phenomenal.
Great tips here on the Huge Podcast.
If you're gonna
in
eat-
Toronto, go to Loga's Corner. Do these things. Don't do these other things.
Watch out for shit on the sidewalk. Holy fuck. We saw like 3 pieces of shit on the sidewalk on the way to Loga's.
It's Toronto. You should always be watching out for shit on the side.
You should. You really should.
There's so many dogs in
no,
this neighborhood.
no, I'm sorry. This wasn't dog shit.
Oh. Well, it's
Yeah.
kind of
That
at a
happens
weird
too.
intersection.
Yeah.
That happens too.
They lost themselves a customer 8 years ago? You're holding on to a grudge from 8 years ago?
That's nothing.
Damn, man.
Talk to him in 16 years. Still won't have gone to Loga's. He'll go to the one next to them and he'll eat it smiling in their face. It's hot. This one's hot, as it should be, you bastards. You serve me a cold mama. I don't want no cold mamas. I went there specifically for a hot mama. You fucked me 16 years ago.
Now who has the last laugh? Me.
Don't fuck with DJ Dr. C. He's a DJ and a doctor.
I know.
That education is frivolous.
What I will say is that the owner did reply to some of the bad Google reviews on Loga's Corner.
You leave multiple negative reviews?
No.
I didn't leave. For this bad soup?
No.
You used all of your email accounts
No.
to leave him a 1-star review with the soup.
I'll leave him a 1-star review for the soup that I did have. All right, I'm dead set against that. That was the worst. I'm never forgiving Logas for that one. But there was a guy who did review like Logas, and it was like maybe like a few months ago, and he was saying like the owner was rude, he was an asshole, he pissed on my dog or something. He was just left a shitty review, and then the owner replied, "This guy's a fucking liar. I haven't been there in 3 months. Don't believe his bullshit."
Awesome. Good job for him.
I'll appreciate that when owners like call out the fucking bad reviews.
Yeah,
on
I
the
do
review
too.
stores.
Well, when they do it right. Sometimes they just get aggressive and it looks
Yeah, sometimes they get aggressive and they turn into a whole feud, and then like it ends up on fucking Reddit.
a back and forth. It'd be awesome if you could have a back and forth with
Google reviews.
with the owner.
Oh,
you lie. You weren't even in there. I know. Fuck you, man. I have photo proof of it. Look at your shitty soup.
I have photo proof of bad soup and cold mamas.
Sounds like a fucking awesome album name.
Well, that's all I got, man. That was my big trip to Montreal and my disappointing soup story.
I'm happy it was so negative.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, the only other takeaway I can have from Montreal is I actually had a smoked meat sandwich. God damn, it was tasty.
Did you go to Schwartz?
No, we went to a place called Reuben's.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit.
The other one.
They had a really good smoked meat sandwich. If you ever find yourself in Montreal and you want a good smoked meat sandwich, you go to fucking Reuben's.
Schwartz is overrated.
I've seen the pictures, and it's just like thin rye with the smoked meat and then a little bit of like mustard on it. That was it.
I mean, that's proper.
It was nice,
what
but
you want.
This place had it like a nice like brioche style toast, and then it was buttered with a little bit of cheese and toasted, so it was like a really nice bread, and then it had some kind of like mustard secret sauce on it.
You really got to change to Google.
Oh yeah.
Which one of these?
The OG.
This one?
No, I had what was called the OG. Smoked meat. It's so good.
Fuck, honestly. How long were you in Montreal for?
We were there for it's none of these.
Whatever, man. Look, it's one of these bad boys.
Yeah, it was so good. We were there for what?
Oh shit.
4 days?
Yeah, I got it. There it is.
Yeah, it's a pain. Oh, I see John. Oh, he's talking. It's a pain bringing your dog over the border now, especially into Ontario. There's like a bunch of rules against like rabies for animals.
Well, it's going down to south of the border is not. It's not that easy too. You got to get them chipped and everything.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a reciprocal thing.
You've always had to have a rabies shot within like it just still has to be valid, which I think is annual. Maybe it's every couple of years once they get to a certain age, but they do now have to be chipped as well.
Such a pain.
Yeah,
it is a pain, man.
Especially like when like we have like almost the same rules against like fucking ooh damn. Just looking at all these makes me hungry.
You like a medium rare burger?
I wouldn't mind. I haven't had the opportunity to tell my fucking how do you like your burger.
I know.
I've never had.
You never
that.
go to a
I
restaurant
just have, like,
that's confident in doing it.
Yeah.
You got to go somewhere where they know the meat and they know how to like handle it. They know how to check the temperature or know the temperature after, and that
I've never been to a burger place where they ask you how do you like your burger. Like they always just give it to you at the same.
I would take a medium rare if they're confident and they know it's not going to make me fucking get sick and somehow end up speaking Russian. So I don't want people to think I'm an asshole.
Smoked meat. Goodness.
Anyway, that's a lot of food.
Oh, we did go to the bagel place.
Bagels.
What's it called? St. Hubert's.
St. Hubert's.
It's not called.
Was this just like a foodie trip?
A little bit.
Did you guys go to Montreal?
We did. Mountain? We went there last time. This time we went to the big church that they have on top of the mountain. There's a big church there for what's his name?
What is his name?
Jesus' daddy. but not really his daddy, because his dad's God. What's his name? St. Joseph. Thank you. St. Joseph's Oratory. It was like one of the first churches built in Montreal. And it's huge and it's big. It's got a lot of statues and pictures in it. And it goes very high up, and you can see all of Montreal from it. It was a big trek to get up there.
Did you need a soup after?
I needed a poutine after. And that poutine, brother, that's satisfied. That is how you fucking treat a hike afterwards, with a delicious meal. A succulent Chinese meal, Hugo.
Democracy.
Democracy manifest.
We have some good poutine here in Toronto.
We do have some okay poutine.
I mean, it doesn't really stack up. You can't say it stacks up.
You gotta have like.
But you know, we do have plenty in Toronto.
Burgers, fries, Swiss shallots. Oh yeah, not an actual Swiss shallots.
Damn, brother! Look at that chicken leg.
Single leg dinner though.
Now that's a hot mama.
You can at least have the double leg.
You
dinner.
can drink that. In fact, if you do, you get 25 years of extra life. For every cup of chalet sauce you drink, 25 years to life. It might kill you. It might give you 25 years. Who knows what's in that shit?
I mean, okay, I'm not crazy about their chalet sauce.
What the fudge?
Like I say, I'm not crazy
What
about
are you
it.
crazy about? The ribs?
The ribs suck.
The ribs do suck.
They're dry as fuck.
What is this? They don't serve it like this. What are you talking about? You putting your ribs over a salad?
Why would you go to a chalet for a fucking salad? What is wrong with you people?
Click to search this image. All right, yeah. Get high tech on
Chicken gravy, vegan buffalo sauce, Nestle sweetened condensed milk.
All right. One day we're going to have everybody come to Toronto and
we
we're
will
all
have-
going to Swiss Chalet.
We have a succulent Swiss meal.
Yeah. Democracy
manifest. We do it after. Oh man, Hugo, how much do I have to pay you when you go vote? When you finish, you stand in the middle of the gymnasium where they're having the gentlemen, this is democracy manifest.
I'll do it for free.
Yes. Emily, videotape that shit.
That's good.
Oh, donaires. I haven't had a good donaire in years.
It's because we don't have them here.
We had a place.
We did, and it was from out east, Jesse's.
Yeah, Jesse's.
Donaires are very much an East Coast thing.
Yeah,
you need the donaire sauce.
Delicious sweet sauce.
With garlic fingers. You guys just don't know. You don't know how to do it.
He was there. He was selling us donaires.
And then they closed down for a Magic
That's
Kitchen.
Jesse. Honestly, yeah, donaires are good.
I would love a donaire. Yeah, the garlic fingers. I remember you and me. We had it.
Damn. You ever go to
a burrito place?
A burrito place
Burritos
that
are good,
has
too.
fried noodles in it?
Ah, yes. Fat Bastard Burrito.
Yeah, man. It's next level. If you're in Toronto and you want to go to Fat Bastard.
Yeah. They have a place, Fat Bastard, and they put noodles in the fucking burritos, and it's fucking great. Thought it was a dessert thing.
Getting fried noodles, burrito, bro. I fucking hate Bing. I gotta switch to Google's.
Mm-hmm.
The Google's.
Yeah, like what is this Microsoft Bing?
I know that they get the images so wrong. It's just
What is this?
The most vague. You want a burrito? I got you a burrito.
I got you a burrito.
Is this what you're looking for?
No, man.
Okay, we're not gonna find it, but yeah, it's good. It sounds crazy, but ramen noodles and a burrito works.
They also put chips in it too.
They put. Oh yeah, that's right.
They
put like
they
the
got like little
Doritos.
They
Yeah.
have like crumbled up Doritos that they put it in there.
Man,
we met one of the owners once. We were just like hanging out in front of it. He was like franchising that motherfucker.
It was early days too. I think
Yeah.
they only had the one location at that point.
I think they had one in the East End as well. But we went to the Queensway. Okay.
We were that young.
We were that young,
early in the game.
That young and early, and we went, and he was like hanging out, and he was like talking to us, and he told us that it's not a fucking Mexican thing; it's a fucking American thing. Burritos were invented in California.
Ooh. Hotheads burrito in around there.
Hotheads burrito.
Hotheads. I mean,
the donaire at the pizza place on Dundas Street. That pizza place doesn't exist anymore. Oh, it's called Tex-Mex.
Yo, this is a serious chain.
No, I think he's saying the burritos Tex-Mex.
Oh,
they have their own chain. Look at this. They have their own wrapping. That's what I meant to say.
Yes, most places do.
Oh,
have their
I don't
own
know about that white rice, though. Is that olives?
Yeah.
That looks weird.
I don't know
that
about
looks
olives.
like olives.
Olives on a burrito. What is this? Thai chili sauce? Let me guess.
The sauce is awesome.
Is that sweet chili sauce?
You can get white or brown.
Sweet habanero.
Click on that one right
Burrito.
there. Open that one. That one
It looks like a deluxe pizza.
Wow, that does look. Yeah, that does look
Those
like
are
a
black beans. That's not.
Oh, okay. It looks like olives, though.
Okay,
It's black
I'm
beans.
stupid as shit. Of course it's black beans.
I don't know, man. It looks too clean. I'm sorry. That picture looks too clean.
You got to go to the website.
You gotta get a little. You gotta go to the website.
Potheads.com.
I love our food episodes,
Oh, God.
man.
No, I shouldn't just go to a website like that.
Reuben's Deli and Steakhouse.
Potheads, burritos. Go to the website.
Go to the website.
Do
Take
it.
pictures of the burritos.
Sauces, the sauces. I mean, those photos. Look at this.
Look at this man.
You want the sweet or the
you
spicy?
want the ghost
Ooh,
pepper?
ranch. Is that buttermilk ranch?
Creamy
Creamy
ranch. Creamy ranch.
It's a
Hot
pink-
head
they have
sauce.
a pink sauce, sweet teriyaki,
Ooh,
sweet
avocado
habanero.
lime. That looks good.
Okay, they do. Those honestly do sound good.
Cholula.
Cholula.
Smoky Tabasco. Yeah.
I love how
Give me that.
Cholula. I mean, they took the Cholula out of the bottle. They took a photo. Okay,
go
let's go to the
habanero.
burritos. Let's go look at the burritos
Nutrition.
menu.
Show me some. It's the
same
photo,
photos.
Jono.
You know, the problem with this photo is that like it almost looks too fake. Like,
Yeah, it
like they literally
does.
put the ingredients one by one.
Well,
there
that's what they do
for
with
the photo.
That's what they do for these fucking shots.
Yeah.
I think it's just not good.
But it ends up just
photography.
not looking like well blended and like a proper burrito.
Like the food below.
Like the
looks
rice is
good.
too white.
It looks very dry. Yeah.
These bowls look
Hawaiian.
amazing.
The bowls do look. I fucking love a good burrito bowl.
It's
It's
not
actually
bad.
one of my favorite things to eat. Right.
It's not bad, but I would love. I need the wrap, man. I need it.
I like
want
the
it.
wrap too, but the bowl just honestly seems like more food and seems more like in your face. Like this is a big ass meal.
I suppose.
You can pick what each bite is.
Cheetos flaming hot.
I just love.
Yeah, exactly. You can. It's
just-
cleaner to eat.
I understand, but I like it wrapped. I like the wrap.
Team.
I didn't realize that. Connecticut, Florida,
Indonias.
Indonias,
Keys.
Keys,
Yes.
Mamas.
Mamas. Let's go.
Oh, mamas.
Oh, mamas.
We can't see that on the screen, so we don't know what you're saying.
Oh, my bad.
No.
Let's go to Brunswick. Click here to apply.
Go to the Brunswick house.
We've applied for jobs here before.
We've
on this
applied to
podcast.
jobs on this podcast before. That's it. Application's been sent.
All right, sick. What are you guys?
Assistant manager? Hell
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
14 to 18 an hour?
Oh my god.
Bro.
Whoa, for an assistant manager?
That's pretty low.
I am
Oh my
assistant
God.
manager at Strickland Propane. Hank Hill makes more than this guy.
They give you low cost medical coverage, one free
Free
meal,
meal
per shift. You get
share of the tip pool.
Share the tip pool. Okay.
Instant pay.
So that's more than $18 an hour.
401k with a 100% match up to 3%.
Benefits after 90 days. You get
Blue
to sing.
Cross.
You get to sing the anthem.
You get the dental.
You get the dental.
You get the tuition
for
reimbursement.
students.
Vacation.
And vacation benefits.
One paid
1 week.
vacation week.
After a year. You got to do a whole year before you get one measly stinking week of vacation.
And you're an assistant manager,
Increases with tenure. Oh my goodness.
man. Experience as
Yeah.
a crew member with Chipotle, Cholula, Chiglos, DeBella's, Steak and Shake, Arby's, Panera Bread, or Dairy Queen is a bonus. Oh man.
You know, this is
service industry is awful.
If you took assistant manager and you
Uh-huh.
replaced it with customer service representative,
18 is like 25
then
Canadian.
all of this was fine. That's true. 25 Canadian. Okay, that's not as bad.
It's not as bad, but still 1 year of like 1 week vacation after a fucking year, dude.
This is also the market, the specific market we're looking at. I think that this is in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
I vaguely remember reading that it's one of the more affordable states to live in.
Ohio?
I could be wrong, but I think given that maybe 18 an hour, and that is American, it's maybe not that bad.
I know, but they're in America.
Yes.
So 18 an hour is just 18 an hour there. Like that is the
That is still
cost
just-
of living is proportional.
But you
to-
get more with 18 American dollars than you get with 18 Canadian dollars in Canada. don't you?
that's a,
Yeah, but
that's a fact.
okay, yeah, they're not driving across the border for a commute.
No. What I'm saying is you get more for $18 there than we get here for $18.
It's
at least a little bit.
Not really. No. Not really. I mean, maybe in Ohio because it's a little bit more affordable, but it's
still not.
It's not LA or New York or anything like that. But
I think for an assistant manager,
still 18 hours, still 18 an hour. Like cost of living is still very similar to how it is everywhere.
But maybe not in Ohio. Maybe not in Brunswick, Ohio. It's not even New Brunswick. This is Old Brunswick. And I think, yeah. I do think the 1 week vacation is fucking shit, dude.
I think so.
Like, come on. You're okay. So at assistant manager, you're in like the salaried kind of level. I guess not here, but you normally assistant managers are salaried and they get at least 2 weeks vacation to start. But it is different in burrito land. And I'm not saying I wouldn't eat the burritos just because of this. I just maybe want to apply for this job. Who am I kidding? I'm applying. Send me an email. Yo, I need that job. Oh, this is what is this? I have to be contacted.
No, he's gonna come sleep on your couch.
Let's go.
No, Hugo. No, Bray.
Democracy.
Drasko democracy.
Email me at drasko.democracy@gmail.com.
Gmail.patriots.
Oh, I got the number. I know your number off by heart.
Okay, let's have it.
967. Oh no, that's 8. 967 11 11.
That's the one.
There we go. Email. You got it. Yes, I agree to be contacted. Yes, I agree to efficient applies private policy.
Yeah, opt him into everything.
Done.
Fantastic.
Yo, we're gonna get a job. You're gonna get a job. If I'm gonna give you the best reference, the only reference you'll ever need, and
Thanks,
you are
man.
gonna be in a salaried position. You get one free meal per shift.
Oh, and I love burritos, man.
Those burritos look good. Give me a burrito bowl one
Okay,
time.
I'll
come
tell
pick
you
up
what.
after work.
I'll tell you what. We'll send me down there to Brunswick, Ohio, to be the assistant manager at Hothead Burritos, and we'll try everything on the menu, and then we'll do the review. We'll come back, and then that'll be the end of my employment there. We'll do it there for the food, and we'll have a review.
Yeah, I think that's good. And you essentially will get paid for it this time.
And I'll get paid for it, exactly.
So even if it's bad, you got paid for it.
You get paid for it, exactly. All right, fantastic. Well,
All right, well, we wrap that up.
I know. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. You can tune in next time to find out how.
Or you cannot.
No,
I'm just kidding. You can.
You absolutely should tune in next time to find out how our job opportunity goes. And also tips are included too.
Yeah, so honestly, you might make like $25 an hour.
I might
American.
That's
like $39 Canadian.
You do a good job, people tip you more. That's just facts.
Especially with the burritos, they don't fuck around.
That's right.
So come find out. See if Drasko got the job. We'll be doing a review from Brunswick, Ohio.
We'll do every item on the menu.
I want to go to Brunswick, Ohio. I bet you there's some cool things there. We'll do the top 10 places to visit in Brunswick, Ohio while we're down there.
Which 7-Eleven is best? Find out next week.
Hey, man, that's racist. We've done enough of that today.
All right. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll go and try the burritos, Hugo, if you try the soup at Loga's Corner. You go to Loga's Corner and try the soup, and then, we'll come back and see who had the better experience. All right?
I want to go to Brunswick, Ohio instead.
No, you try the soup. I have the burritos.
Next week, we're going to have call-ins. We're going to have snacks. Drasko's going to bring in his favorite hat that he has a deep, long-rooted story about. He literally sleeps with this hat. And it's going to be a great episode. So come check us out next week. Same time, same channel.
Yep.
We love you. We missed you for the last 2 weeks. We're sorry we didn't come back for those 2 weeks.
Yes.
We had, this guy had a round-trip poutine
vacation
to do. It took a while. But we got there in the end.
Exactly.
Emily, do you have any parting words?
We missed you. Thanks so much for. I know. Drasko, where is he? Here's his little face. This, yeah. Oh my God. Well, stop.
Get out.
Stop. This is Drasko and Emily and Hugo joining you from Toronto.
We never even talked about why you're in the spaceship. That's
Listen.
No, I don't know.
Everyone knows
Don't
why.
worry
You're in the
about
spaceship.
I mean, oh yeah, everyone knows.
It's not-
Everyone knows. You
It
know,
was a big deal, but it's gone.
Yeah.
It went up, it came down. Everyone was happy.
Somebody was in it.
Somebody was in it.
someone was it. We are just three millennials just riding out the apocalypse over here.
Yep.
And we will see you next week with snacks, I guess. Bye.
And Drasko's hat.
Drasko's hat.
And my cool hat story. Tune in.
Tune in.
Don't miss.
Goodbye, guys. Good night.
Bye
Love you all.
bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.